The claim from the American Academy of Pediatrics that weighted blankets and sleep sacks are dangerous for infants, lawmakers like Senator Richard Blumenthal are urging swift action. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Marcy Jones joins us now live in the studio with this story. This is obviously going to concern a lot of parents, Marcy.
Yes, absolutely. Now, we have to talk about this because this is really intense. And as you mentioned, a lot of parents are trying to figure out exactly what is the best discourse for their family. So in addition to the American Academy of Pediatrics, the CDC, as well as the National Institute of Health, are also cautioning parents against the use of weighted blankets and weighted sleep sacks, citing a risk of suffocation and other serious health episodes, as well as a lack of rigorous safety testing by the companies. Now, Senator Blumenthal says that the two major companies that make these products, Dreamland Baby and Nested Baby, prey on vulnerable sleep-deprived new parents who are desperate for a solution by making claims such as, quote, help your baby feel calm, fall asleep faster, and stay asleep longer so you can too. But a release from the AAP says there's no evidence from the manufacturers evaluating the safety of weighted sleep products on typical healthy infants. Meanwhile, on Dreamland Baby's website, they say their product, quote, exceeded all United Customer Product Safety Commission standards, and at that, their products were designed with help from pediatricians and NICU nurses. Now, Blumenthal will hold a press briefing today at Connecticut Pediatrics in Hartford to call for action. In the studio, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.